Lee, can you see anything?
Actually, I can't see anything at all, but that's a good thing considering what we're preparing for. These aluminized mylar shades are just what you'd need for the upcoming total solar eclipse on August 21st. It's going to go from sea to shining sea over all of America, from Oregon,
Which is where I'll be.
to South Carolina, which is where I'll be. Millions of people are going to be watching this, and we want to make sure that you're going to be watching it safely, maybe even commemorating the moment. So we're here to show you some ways you can do that.
People who are not in the path of the total eclipse can also see it as a partial eclipse, so the whole country can participate and probably will.
We should also mention really quickly that all these methods are also very important for partial eclipses, which most of America will see on August 21st. So you can use glasses like these available anywhere online to protect your eyes from the harsh rays of the sun, because normally they would really burn you quite badly.
If this mylar is cracked or scratched in any way to mess with the surface, dangerous sunlight can come through. So check this thing out before you put it on and look. Or if you happen to know a welder, or if you are a welder, you can use a welder's mask as long as it's rated 17 or higher.
Now, but what if you don't know any welders and you're too lazy or frugal or whatever to get some of these handy-dandy aluminized mylar glasses? What should you do then?
Yeah, there is another way to do it, and it's completely safe. What you do is you take a piece of paper and poke a little pinhole in it, and that pinhole acts as a lens which will project the image of the sun onto another paper or onto the ground, so you can watch it completely safely. On the other hand, there's this magnificent natural phenomenon going on overhead, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't really want to be looking away from it at a picture of it. I want to be looking at the real thing.
For this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, maybe you do want to capture pictures of it for later. There's a number of ways you can do that, but you have to remember with your smartphone or regular camera, the optics on these are sensitive just like your eyes, and they have to be protected as well.
So the really simplest way to do it is you take your camera, you put your glasses, same glasses, over the lens and aim it at the sun, and you can actually take a photograph. The downside of that technique is that the camera lens is very wide angle. The sun will be this little tiny pinprick. So maybe you want a telephoto lens that can actually magnify it.
And the way that you do that is, well, you get a telephoto lens and you get the filter, and you have to assemble it all just like so. You can easily take a snapshot, but if you want to do something like a movie, your hands might be moving around too much in the drama and intensity of the moment, so we recommend a tripod in that case. Set it up beforehand, make sure that you actually are going to be capturing the sun.
Just as the curmudgeon, one difficulty with this is, imagine you get this thing on the ground, because you're not going to have a table to put it on out in the field. You got to stick your head on the ground and get the sun in it's kind of awkward. Now, there is another option. If you happen to have a digital SLR, which we also call a real camera, you can buy a filter that screws on the end of the lens to protect the camera optics. And this cardboard one folds over the end of your lens. Or a more expensive, but probably a better solution, is this professional filter, which just screws on firmly to the end of the camera, and it will let you take great photographs of the eclipse if you want to do that. Just be careful not to look through the viewfinder, because you can hurt your eyes that way. Use the screen on the back of the camera.
Don't look through the viewfinder even with your glasses on, because the amplification of light could overcome the aluminized mylar and you'd have a bad time.
So taking a picture is great. For my money, this is going to be an amazing phenomenon. Very good photographers, much better than you, are going to be taking pictures. NASA's going to be taking pictures. My policy when I'm in Oregon is going to be, I'm going to look at this.
Just enjoy it, soak it in, and do it safely. For Scientific American, I'm Lee Billings.
I'm Mike Lemonick. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.